Okay. Okay, we're going to start from down Gemara down on the base and two dots towards the top. Talk to the Gemara. Gemara quotes the Mishnah. Ketzach chali es b'Shabbos farm by Yaros Kedaz karim by b'Yayin. If it falls out to be chali es b'Shem, sorry, chali es b'Shem b'Shabbos farm by Yaros Kedaz karim by b'Yayin. Fact, Gemara Mishnah Reisha did not consider the Yarcha when it says the days of the month. It starts off 11, 12, 13, and 14, and when Mishnah Sefer did not consider the Yom, and when it starts figuring out the cheshbon for each city, for each laning, it says the days of the week. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I did the mishapche not consider the yom, because if I would do it the other way around, if it falls out when it falls out on Sunday, it's 11. When it falls out on Shabbos, it's 12. When it falls out on Tuesday, Wednesday, it's 13, or 12 and 13. So because it's all, and we're going backwards the days of the week, we do it like this. We start with the days of the week. It's simple to follow. The Gemara says, the Gemara quotes the Mishnah, Chal yes Erev Shabbos, Masni Semani. Who's the Tana of the Mishnah that holds that Chal Liyas Erev Shabbos, the Mukafin Chayma and the Mukafin Chayma and the Ayeres Gedolah is laying on Friday, and the Kfarim go back by themselves to Thursday. Mani, either be Rabbi or Basi. My Rabbi, where did you see Rabbi with this? Says this halacha. The Tanya Chal Liyas Erev Shabbos. We went in the Bryce that says if the 14th falls down on Erev Shabbos, then the Ayaris Gedolah and the Kfarim go back to Thursday. And the walled cities lane on Friday, which is not like our Mishnah. Rabbi Amirani you do not push the large unwalled cities from their place, and they lane on the 14th with. So the Gemara continues, Ella. The walled cities and the unwalled large cities lane on Friday, and the Kfarim go back to the Yom Echnisa, which is what our Mishnah says. Now the Gemara is going to discuss the machlekes between Rabbi and Tanakama. My time in Tanakama, my chol shana v'shana, ayaris kaidemis the mukafin, just like every year. The walled city, it says in the Megillah shana v'shana. So we learned that there has to be the same structure in every year. So just like every year, the Ayaris Gedolah lane before the Mukaf Chaima, Avkan Ayaris Gedolah and Mukaf Chaima. The Ema, the Chol Shana V'Shana used this drasha to teach you Ma Chol Shana V'Shana Ein Nitche Ein Nidachin Ayaris Mukaiman. Maybe you should learn that you do not move the Ayaris from their place. Avkan Ayitcha Ayaris Mukaiman. Shani Hachad Lo Yafsher. Over here, I don't have a choice. I need to push the Ayaris from their place in order that they should be still before the Mukaf Chaima. The Rebbe, my time, what's Rebbe's svar? Same pasuk. It says b'chol shana v'shana, my chol shana v'shana, ein ayaris nidachin mukaiman. Just like every year, they lane on. They don't get pushed off. Avkan lo yitchu ayaris mukaiman. In fact, ema b'chol shana v'shana, my chol shana v'shana, ayaris chayim mukaiman. Maybe have them just like every year they lane before the mukaiman. So too when 14 falls down on Friday, they should get pushed back to Thursday, and also the mukaiman they should lane before mukaiman. Avkan. Again, maybe you should talk and push it back to Thursday so that they lane before the Mukafin. Everything about Shani Hacha, the light Afsher. My Rabbi Yasi, where do we see Rabbi Yasi saying the halacha of the Mishnah? The Tanya Chali is Erev Shabbos Mukafin the Kfarim Magdim in the Mechnisa. The Tanakam of this brisa says that the Mukafin Chayma go back to Thursday with the Kfarim, and that Yaros Gedolah this lane on Friday. The Ayaris Gedolah is Karim Babiyan. Rabbi Yasi Amar Ein Makdim Ein Mukafin Chayim Ayaris. You never have the Mukafin Chayim lane before the Ayaris. Ella Elav Karim Babiyan. But you have the Ayaris Gedolah and the Mukafin Chayim lane on Friday, which is the halacha of our Mishnah. Fine. The Gemara is again going to discuss the machlekes between Rabbi Yasi and the Tanakama. My time, the Tanakama, the Chsib, B'chol Shana V'Shana, Ma Chol Shana V'Shana, Ayaris by Arba Asar. Zman Shazel, Lo Zman Shazel, Afkan, Ayaris by Arba Asar, Zman Shazel, Lo Zman Shazel. So therefore, in order to make this drasha, I need to push back the Mukafin Chayma to Thursday. Be'ema, B'chol Shana V'Shana, Ma Chol Shana V'Shana, Ein Mukafin Chayma, maybe have it that the Mukafin Chayma all have to be after the Ayaris, just like every other year. Avkan ein mukafin chayim layaris. Shani hachad layash. I don't have a choice in order to mekayim this part of Shana V'Shana that the Ayaris are on the 14th are on the 14th, and they're not the same day as the mukafin, I have to make the mukafin before the ayaris. My time there, same Joshua. My mukafin ayaris. You never have every year the mukafin are not before the ayaris. I've kind of a mukafin ayaris. In fact, the Gemara of aim b'chashana v'shana, my chashana v'shana is Kairin v'Abasa v'zman shazeh v'zman shazeh lo zman shazeh Av kan zman shazeh lo zman shazeh. But maybe have it like Tanakama that the Ayaris go back, the Mukafin go back because it shouldn't be on the same day as the Mukafin Chayma as the Ayaris Kedalis. Shani hachadol yashan have a choice. Fine. The Sava affecting Gemara. The Sava Rebbe, does Rebbe really say this that Ayaris loy dachin, that we never push off the Ayaris? I'm going to show you a case that he does say you push off the Ayaris. I'm sorry. The effect of the Rebbe Ayaris ledachin on liyom achnisa v'atanya choli is b'Shabbos if 14 falls out on Shabbos itself. Kfar magdim liyom achnisa. Then the Kfarim go back to Thursday. Ayaris kedai lois karim be'er Shabbos, and the Ayaris kedai go back to Friday. Mukavas chayma l'machar, and the Mukavas chayma they just do what they're supposed to do, and they land on Sunday. Rabbi Amar, no, Amarani hayav v'nitchu Ayaris mukam and nitchu liyom achnisa. So once they already get pushed off from. Once the unwalled large cities get pushed off from Shabbos, I already push it back all the way to Thursday, like with the Kfarim. What's the question? Hasam zmanim Shabbasi. Over there, in your case, the Ikar zman is Shabbos. So once the Hayel, then it's Yichel. And once it gets pushed off, it's pushed off. But never I'm going to be Ikar the 14th day, the large unwalled cities from their Zman day. Over here, the Zman is Shabbos, so I'm not going to push them back to Thursday. Come on, Azla. So for the Gemara, come on, Azla, who's going to say, who does this following statement work according to? If the 14th falls out on Shabbos, everyone goes back to Yom Achnisa. In fact, the Gemara, everything got pushed back to the Yom Achnisa. But it could mukafin of the Lamacha. But you have mukafin that say no. There's no svar to say that the mukafin chayma that late on the 15th should get pushed. That should change the date from Sunday. There's nothing wrong with landing on Sunday. Ella kol hanidacha yitcha the Yom Achnisa. Come on, that's not what he meant. He meant that anything that pushed off gets pushed back all the way to Thursday. So who does that go going to? And the Gemara, come on, like we just said. Fine. The Ma'aseh Gemara explains that we have a bunch of three different sheets of when everything gets pushed back. But the Kuli Al Mamiyah Megillah b'Shabbos leKanin. That's Gemara my time. Nobody says that we learn the Megillah on Shabbos, push off the Thursday back and forth, but we never say we learn late on Shabbos. That's Gemara my time. What's the reason? So the Gemara is going to say two different reasons. Amar Rabba, Hakol Chayav b'Kriyas Megillah, the Ein Hakol b'Kiyam Megillah, and everyone is a chiyuv to lay in the Megillah, to hear the Megillah, but not everyone knows how to read the Megillah. So Gzeira, we have Gzeira Shema Yitlana b'Yadai. Maybe he's going to take the Megillah. B'Yatzlei Tzibaki b'Limait. We have Ivana Arba Amos b'Rishus Rami. It's a chash deraisa. He's in the over deraisa. That he might become to be over deraisa, and so therefore we abolish. For that day, we switch the day of Megillah. We know throughout Shas we have different times that we're not allowed to do certain mitzvahs. The Chazal say that we don't do certain things up to this Gezerah. Rav Yosef has another reason. They get paid out on Megillah, on Megillah laning. They go around collecting by when the laning Megillah, and because they're going there, this is where they look. This is where they look to get paid. We don't want to have them Megillah on Shabbos, which obviously we can't write a check on Shabbos. Now, just an interesting ara. My father, I remember learning Baba Kama as a kid. My father had a problem with Rabbi Yosef. There's a famous Tanai Rabbi Yosef. There's a famous klal of Rabbi Yosef called Pruta de Rabbi Yosef. Rabbi Yosef is mechayev master aveda, someone who's watching aveda for somebody else. The whole time that you're watching the aveda, you consider it's machayis in the Gemara v'shem echin v'shem esachar. Rabbi Yosef, because it's called Pruta de Rabbi Yosef, he turns you into a shem esachar. Why? What's the Pruta de Rabbi Yosef? Calls my I'm being tarich with my mitzvah of Shabbos aveda. If an ani comes to me and asks me for money, I don't have to pay him. So this I know that I'm saving, then I don't have to write out a check. The guy's knocking on my door. It's considered that's my schar, and I'm considered shem esachar. My father always had a problem with this. How could it be that that's a schar that you don't have to give tzedakah? How's that possible? So it's not really a teretz on it, but it's just ha'ara. The Rabbi Yosef over here, you see, Rabbi Yosef is very concerned about the aniyim. Not Chalila that he doesn't care about the aniyim. You see, he's very worried about the aniyim, but for Hilchas Mamonos, in when it comes to Shabbos Aveda, you consider a Shemes Achar. Okay. Tana Mihachi, we learned the brisa that supports Rabbi Yosef's, or at least we see Rabbi Yosef's reasoning come out. Even though we say that they go back to the Amachnisa, Goivin by Bayayim and Mechalkim by Bayayim, you collect and you distribute Matanas of Yonim on that day. In fact, Afa Pisha Amru. What do you mean? Even though according to Rabbi Yossi, it should be Adrab. Rishum da Amru. Rishum da Amru. Because we said that you go back, so that's why you go back. Because we said that the small cities can go back to the Mechnisa on the day that they go back to, we collect and distribute Matanas Evyanim. But in contrast, the Simcha, if someone has a Suda on Yud Aleph, you're not Yaitza, and you have to do it and Yud is only Simcha is only on Yud Aleph. I'm sorry, Avo Simcha in an Haggis Ella Bismana. Simcha is only Yud Aleph, doesn't matter. Yud Aleph for the small city, you test for the big city. If you mess up your Suda, the Rambam even says that if you eat your Suda at night, you're not Yaitza. Fine. Rav Megillah Bismana Kaidin Afilu B'Yachid. Rav says interesting halacha that if someone lanes on the 14th, you don't need you could do a b'yachid. Shalai Bismana Ba'asara. But if you're doing it, if you're predating your Megillah, if you're bumping it up to 11 through 11, 12, 13, then that's when you need a minyan. Rabasi Amar not like that. Bein Bismana, Bein Shalai Bismana Ba'asara. However, there was a story. V'chash le Rav lahad Rabasi. You see that Rav was makbid to get a minyan like Rabbi Yossi, like Rabasi, even on the 14th, on his man. Did Rav really say this halacha that you need a minyan on a predated a Purim day? Now again, did Rav say his halacha that if I lay my Megillah early, I need to do it only with a minyan? Shilas Mishmei Rav Purim Shechaliyas b'Shabbos Erev Shabbos Manam Erev Shabbos Mana. Talking about Erev Shabbos Mana v'Hashabbos Manam. Why are you saying that Erev Shabbos is Manam? Again, I said the 14th fall out on Shabbos. So why are you saying that Erev Shabbos Manam? Ella v'Erev Shabbos Manam v'Hashabbos Manam. Ella Lav must be the Hachigama Shaloi Bismanam Kizmanam. That when I say that now that it's not on its man, it's like its man. That what? Mazmanam afilu b'Yachid. Av Shaloi Bismanam afilu b'Yachid. That's what I want to understand this memra of Rav to mean. So it's not like what you just told me that I could do it without a minyan that I need a minyan on an earlier date, on an earlier laning day. Everything more like not legave, like in the Mikra Megillah, Basara. That's not what he was talking about. Elamai erev Shabbos manam lafukim mid Rebbe, because Rebbe said that I push back Hayil mid Rebbe. The Amar Hayil v'nitcha ayos mechami yitchu li'amachnisa. Rebbe said we just had before. Now, once it goes away from Shabbos, if the 14th falls on Shabbos, I don't lay on Friday. I lay on Thursday because once I'm pushing it, Rah's going to tell you, Hakam Ashlan, the Erev Shabbos Manamu, now that the 14th falls on Shabbos and I cannot lay on Shabbos, so what's the new date? Friday. So don't push it back to Thursday. Rav says not like Rebbe. Look at the Mishnah right there. Eizehu Ir Gedayla. What's considered a big city? We know this from before. Kol sheyesh b'yisar batlanan. You have to have 10 people that are batlanan. The Gemara is going to explain over here. This is how we know. The Gemara is going to explain that it means people in Bismash. Pachas mikan harei zeh kfar. Ve'elu amar magdim. So ve'elu amar magdim le'nachem. By Megillah, we learned that you're magdim and you cannot go past the 15th. Avazman atzikahanim. This is yomtiv that the Yisraelim, the different families throughout the year got to bring wood to the Beis Hamikdash for the Maracha, because they had the fire had to be constantly burning on the Beis Hamikdash, and it needed a tremendous amount of wood. And every single family had their I don't know if it was every family, but there were families that had their day, which ended up being a big Yom Tov for the family. They brought a special carbon, but if their day fell out on Shabbos, they didn't bring it Friday. They brought it Sunday. The Tisha B'Av, also you're not makdim, you're ma'acher. Chagiga, the carbon chagiga that has to be brought every time. Every person that's other regular has to bring a carbon chagiga. The hakel, in the midst of hakel, which is the first year matzah. The first matzah is Sukkot, first day Sukkot, in year 1, after Shemitah. If it falls out, if that matzah Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos, you do not lane hakel, then you push it off one day because you have to build the bima and the azara, and you don't want to build it earlier because it makes rakas in the azara. So you have to build it after. So there's no reason why you can't lane the entire on Shabbos. Just the bima is the issue. But even though we say that you're makdim, it's going back to Megillah, that you're makdim in Amachon, mutarim behesed of b'tainis of matanas sedyonim, and they take out. There's a gift that takes out the matanas sedyonim. Whatever, the Rambam goes back and forth about this, but the Yud Aleph Yud Beis Yud Gimel are mutter by hesped and tainis. I'm Rabbi Yehuda. Aimosai, when do I have this whole spiel of people going predating Megillah laning? We had this member also. Malkim shenechlasim b'sheni v'chamishi. That's only in a place where they go by chamishi. Aval malkim she'ein nechlasim loy b'sheni v'loy b'chamishi ein karin oiseh el v'zmana. Now I don't know for sure, but it would just be medayik from the Mishnah that Rabbi Yehuda would hold. Let's say they only go in for Thursdays. It would also be good. The only time you cannot be makdim is if you don't go for either way. That's the way I'm reading the Mishnah. That's the way it sounds like to me. That it's not verified. What does it mean? In shul, not 10 guys playing dice or chess or chess the whole day. It's dafka guys sitting in this radish. No offense to chess. My time. What is the reason why you cannot be ma'acher by Megillah? We have this pasuk also that you cannot go past the 15th day because it says in the pasuk lo yaver cannot pass the zman of Purim. This is another member from Rabbi Abba. Amar Shmuel has nothing to do with Purim or anything like that, but it's just another member by the same person. How do I know that if someone makes a neder, then references 1 year's time? It doesn't go by the days. It's not a solar year. It's a lunar year, and it goes by complete months. In the pasuk of it says that this month should be for you. So we learn out you do not count days for months, and it's only months for days. It's only months for years. I'm sorry, you do not count days for years. It's only months for years. But Rabbanan the Kisri. Now this is going to be another member on something similar to this. How do I know if someone makes it tonight? That it references a month. That I don't do half days, because every month we know is 29 and a half days. It takes exactly 29 and a half days for the moon to orbit the sun, Earth, right? So I don't. If I say I'm not gonna, if I say the case the Rashi brings down, if I don't come back in a month, it should be a get. You don't say that he has another half a day into the next month if they do a chaser, and the hapach also that if he comes back a half a day later, you don't say, oh, it's a new month already. As long as it's not mishchaydish, he's matal the get. Shnama ad chaydish yamim. So the pasuk says ad chaydish yamim. It's yamim atem mechashiv v'chadashim v'yatem mechashiv v'shayis v'chadashim. Fine. Avo zman atzikhan v'tishbav. This is the Mishnah. The Gemara is quoting the Mishnah. Avo zman atzikhan v'tishbav v'chagiga v'hakom achim v'lei makdimin tishbav akdumim kuranis lemekadmi. The reason I'm not makdim tishbav is because we do not bring upon ourselves peranius earlier. We don't want to bring up tishbav that the Beis Midrash was charev earlier than it has to be. V'chagiga v'hako and chagiga v'hakom mishum dekati lemat zman chiyuvayu. You can't bring a korban chagiga before Yom Tov. So it's very Yom Tov. The first day Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos. You cannot do it Friday because it's not the zman chiyuv. And the same thing with Hakel. Tana chagiga v'chol zman chagiga. We learned that the chagiga and all the zman of chagiga ma'achron. That you're ma'acher chagiga and the zman chagiga. Again, our Mishnah only says chagiga, but we learned on it. We learned about our Mishnah. We learned this halacha that chagiga b'chol zman chagiga. Bishlam chagiga the imikla b'shabasa ma'achrin machrinan lebasa shabasa. Okay, so the halacha of chagiga we know that if the first day of Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos, we're ma'acher the chagiga. Ella zman chagiga ma'hi. What does that mean? Zman chagiga. We're gonna have a few different answers. Amar Raishia hachiga amar chagiga b'Shabbos. The chagiga if it falls out on Shabbos, but oiles v'iyah afilu b'Yom Tov. The zman chagiga. So the zman chagiga is referencing another carbon that I bring, the zman chagiga, which is oiles v'iyah. Now, why would I not bring oiles v'iyah on Yom Tov if I can bring a chagiga on Yom Tov? So it's a machlekes. We're going to see in a second. The zman chagiga ma'acher mani. Which shita is that holds that you're not makriv a carbon Ayla Re'iyah on Yom Tiv. B'Shamai, the Tanan B'Shamai Aimim, Mevian Shlamim B'Yom Tiv. You could bring a carbon Shlamim B'Yom Tiv. The Ein Soimchan Aleim. You cannot do smich on it. Avaloi Eilas, and you cannot bring any others. He learns that from pasuk. It says Lachem. I'm not sure the full pasuk, but it references the pasuk talking about bringing karbanos on Yom Tov. Says Lachem. You can bring karbanos that have to do with you because you did not eat anything out of the Eilah. It's on Lachem. You cannot bring it. That's what Beishamai holds. But still, I'm a Mevi and Shlamim B'Eilas. You could bring Shlamim and Eilas, the Soimchan Aleim, and you could dismich on them. And what does he do with the pasuk Lachem? Rashi says it's talking about Lachem v'Loi L'Nachri. A guy cannot bring a guy cannot bring a carbon, but a Jew could bring all his carbonates, even an oila, which is not lachem in the same sense that a shomim is, but he's not mamayed from the pasuk. Rav Amar Chagiga, so that's one answer. Rav Amar, another explanation of what Chagiga means. Chagiga calls Rav Amar Chagiga calls man Chagiga ma'achrin tvei loy. You could be ma'acher. The chagiga is not another item that you could be ma'acher. It's telling you how long you could be ma'acher the chagiga for. That at the kol zman chagiga, you could be ma'acher the chagiga for. You cannot push it off indefinitely. You can't bring it back 6 months later, but you could bring it that week of chagiga that still has chagiga status. The Tanan, Mishlei Chag Yom Tov, someone did not be Yom Tov Rishon, someone did not bring a kama chagiga. On Yom Tov Rishon, Shel Chag, Chagig v'Hoydech, he has the opportunity to bring his chagiga as kola regal kula be Yom Tov Achron Shel Chag. And even Yom Tov Achron Shel Chag, which is Shmini Atzeres, which is technically it's on Yom Tov, it's still part of this Chag era, and you could bring a Karban Chagiga from Sukkot again, first day Sukkot all the way through Shmini Atzeres. Avar Regal, once Shmini Atzeres goes out, you're not allowed to bring it. You're not mechuyev to bring it. You're not allowed to bring it to Chayil. Rashi Amar, another reason the Chagiga, another explanation. Rashi Amar Chagiga b'chol zman Chagiga ma'achron. It's going to be marba that even at Tzeres Shavuos, which is a 1 day Yom Tov, you would think it doesn't have this whole week afterwards to fulfill the Yochiev of Chagiga. The Chad Yoima Ma'achron, you could still be Ma'achret, you could still be Mashlim Yechagiga after the whole week after Shavuos. The Tanan Moedim Beis Hillel is Moedah to Beis Shammai in a case where there's a machlekes in a case where Shavuos falls out on Erev Shabbos. So Beis Shammai says you have to push off the carbon re'iyah because you can't shecht it on Yom Tov, right? So you can't shecht it on Shabbos for sure not. So you have to push it off all the way to Sunday. Beis Hillel says no, you shecht it on Yom Tov. I let you shecht on Friday because I let you shecht on Yom Tov all the time. But even according to Beis Hillel, he's asking that he's minded that if Shavuos falls out on Shabbos itself, that you cannot shecht oila on Shabbos. Sheyom Tavayach acher haShabbos. That you have to shecht it on Sunday because you can't shecht it on Shabbos. So we see that you still have Tashlumin after Shavuos. You still have that week. That's the halacha according to Rashi is coming to teach you. Rav Lezer is saying. Rav Lezer, this is going back to Hilchas Purim. Amar Rav Chanina, Amar Rav Chanina. Rabbi Natan Atiyah b'Purim. Rabbi was planted a tree on Purim. V'rochatz b'kroinish of Tzipori b'Shivas b'Tammuz, and he bathed in the marketplace of Tzipori on Shivas b'Tammuz. Now it doesn't mean that he literally bathed in the marketplace, but he laned b'Farhasia. He showered b'Farhasia. He bathed b'Farhasia to teach everyone that it's mutter to bathe on a fast day, not Tisha B'Av, but on every other fast day. He wanted Akar Tisha B'Av, and the Chum would not asking that he should be Akar Tisha B'Av. We're going to see what that means in a second. It's not Kipshutai. Amar the fun of Rabbi Abba Bar Zavda. Rabbi Abba Bar Zavda, who was a Talmud of Rabbi Lazar, heard this story, and he said to him, Rabbi Leikachayim, I said, this wasn't the story. Ela Tisha B'Av Shechal Lies B'Shabbos Haba V'Dechinu, and it was pushed off to Sunday. The Dechinu L'Achar Shabbos, and it was pushed off to Sunday. But Amar Rabbi, once you push off to Sunday, just don't do Tisha B'Av this year. And the Chacham were not masking to that. Kari Allah. So Rabbi Lazar called. He said this word about Rabbi Abba Zavda. Taivim Hashnayim min ha'echad. 2 is better than 1, which is a very famous saying these days. Rabbi Gemara. The Gemara is going to ask on the story. He's going to try to understand, but basically almost a big part of the Amid, how Rabbi was noita a tree b'chlal. The Rabbi Hechi not Natiyah b'Purim. How could he plant a tree on Purim? V'Tani we learned Rabbi Yosef Simcha u'Mishta v'Yom Tov. It says in the pasuk that these days are going to be Simcha Mishter Yamtiv, Simcha Melamed Sha'asim Behesped, Sha'asurim Behesped, Mishter Melamed Sha'asa B'Tainis, the Yamtiv Melamed Sha'asa B'Asiyas Malacha. Ella, it must be Rabbi Bar Abei Sahaba. It must be that Rabbi he laned on the 14th. And he planted on the 15th, so it's not a problem. Furthermore, Any can't be Rabbi B'Tveria Hava. Rabbi lived in Tveria, B'Tveria Mukavas Chaim Hava, and so they laned on the 15th. So how could you tell me that he planted on the 15th? He laned on the 15th. Ella Rabbi Bar Chamesa Hava. Right, my bad. Rabbi really he laned on the 15th. Fine, and he planted on the 14th. Reverse the story. Why it's so partial to you that Tveria is Mukafas Chaima from Meshur Benun, Chizkiya Karib Tveria Barbeza B'Chameser. Why Chizkiya used to lay on both the 14th and the 15th in Tveria? Why Mishavkele Mukafas Chaima Mi Meshur Benun He lie. Everything Gemara very simple. Chizkiya Mishavkele. The Rabbi Pshitale. Chizkiya didn't know. Rabbi didn't know. So Rabbi was comfortable leaning on the 15th and planting trees on the 14th. So that is one teretz to how this story makes sense. Oh, we're not done yet. I'm sorry. Even if it was Pashtim, how can he do it? Like Siv in Megillah's Tainus, in Megillah's Tainus it says, "Es Yom Arba Aser, Es Yom Chamisha Aser, Yomi Purya Inon." The days of Purim, the loyal maspid behind, and you cannot be mafsid. You cannot do hesped. Presumably, we assume that those days also. Now, this cannot be talking about the day of laning, because that I already know from the Megillah. I don't need Tainus Megillah to tell me that. Megillah's Tainus. I'm sorry. I don't need Megillah's Tainus to tell me that because I already know from the Megillah. Right? So I don't need you to tell me the original dates. So Hani merely. So again, back to the question. We're assuming that whatever applies by Hafsid also applies by Melacha. And how could Rabbi lane? How could Rabbi lane even lane on the 15th? How could he plant on the 14th? And the Gemara, Hani merely behesped b'tainus. The halacha that both dinim, that the dinim of the Yom Tov apply to both days, regardless of when you lane, is only by hesped and tainus. But Malacha was only one day. So whatever day you lane, that's the day you cannot do Malacha. In fact, Any Rab Chazia lahu Gavra, the Havakashadi, Kesna B'Puria. Rav saw this guy planting his flax on Purim, Latia, and he cursed him, and his flax did not grow. And the Gemara Hasamar Yamahu, that was the guy he planted on that day. So the Masifta explains what's the question, what's the terror? It's like, why don't you, like, it's just very simple. The Masifta explains that the Havman of the Gemara was that if from it's from Ksuvim, it's from Ksuvim, so it's stronger than a Darabanan. It's Kamat Deraisa, and a curse wouldn't be befitting for him. He should get Malchus. So by the fact that Rav was cursed him, it shows that it was only on his other day. To do Malach on his actual day is almost like a Deraisa, and he should get Malchus. He should not get cursed. So the answer is no. That even the day by Yom is still not on the Madrega that he should get Malchus, and cursing is a befitting punishment for that. That's the Shakar of over here. So that's one explanation of how Rebbe was able to plant a tree on Purim, because it was not his day, and even though the Megillah's Tainus says that the dinim apply for both days, that's only by Tainus and Hesped, but not by Malacha. You could even say it was by the Yom, that he laid on the 15th and he planted on the 15th, and it's not a problem. Why? Hesped with Tainus kiblu alayu, Malacha like kiblu alayu. They never accepted this din of Malacha. Now, even though we have a Joshua from the Pasuk, we're going to see in a second how that makes sense. The Meikarak Siv Simcha Mishta B'Yamtiv, like we brought that in the Pasuk Simcha Mishta B'Yamtiv, that all these three things that Purim is going to be all these three things. It was Siv, but when it talks about the Kabbalah that the Yidden did, they were not Makabal. They last says Oisam Yemei Mishta V'Simcha. They were Makabal to do Yemei Mishta V'Simcha. But Ilu Yamtiv like Siv. It doesn't say that they were Makabal themselves Yamtiv. So it means even by Bayayim you could do it. Now the obvious question is, Rav my time Latya. Why did Rav curse this guy? If you're going to tell me that they weren't makabel to do, not to do malacha, then why did Rav curse him? This is a case that it's mutter for him, but other people are going to act in it. In Rav's town, they were makabel not to do malacha. So this guy coming in and doing malacha, Rav cursed him. Then it's but the Rebbe Leinag, they didn't. They were makabel in Rebbe's town. They were not makabel not to do malacha. So there's no issue for him to plant. The Yibai Sema, another answer. The Eilim Nag. Really, in Rebbe's town, they were not to malacha. So why is Rebbe doing it? Rebbe Natiya Shasimcha Nata. He was planting not a stam tree. He was planting a tree of simcha. We learned in the Mishnah. Avru Elu V'Loi Nanu. If the 13 Tanesim that Chazal instituted on it when there was a period of no rains, if these period of 13 fasts passed and they still did not get rain, you diminish from business, bebinyan ubenatiya, be'erisin ubenisuin. So you might from business dealings, from building, from planting, and from weddings. The Tana that we learned on this, binyan, what does that mean? Any you can't do any construction. Binyan shel simcha, dafka a binyan of simcha, natiya shel simcha. What it means is a dafka a natiya or a binyan of simcha. Zeu binyan shel simcha. What is an example of a binyan shel simcha? Zuhabayna beis chasnas lebnai. This is somebody who builds a beis chasnas somewhere where they used to get married. They built a special house, or they built their own wedding halls. And then I think they moved in there, but that was called the beis chasnas, and that's a binyan of simcha. This is a very large shady tree that provides, and the malachim used to sit under there, the kings used to sit under there, and this is called a Natiyah of Simcha. It seems like it doesn't really have any function, like it's not a fruit tree, it doesn't really provide a lot of other materials, it's just like more of a place to chill, and that is not appropriate at a time when there's no rain. Okay, so that's the three different answers of how Rebbe was able to plant this tree. How Rebbe planted the tree on Purim. Ufa, we learned before. Chizkiah kari b'tzvaya b'arbeisa b'chamesa. We had why because misafkale I mukas chaimim ma'isishur benani alai. We learned before that Chizkiah leaned on 14 and 15 in Tverya because he wasn't sure what din the Tverya had. Milsa. I'm sorry. Misafkale milsa the Tverya. Was Tverya subject to any ambiguity, like Siv, the Ari, Bifzer, and these fortified cities, Hatzid and Tsar, V'chamas, Rekas, V'kineres, these are the fortified cities, the Kaimelon, Rekas, Utverya, Rekas is Tverya, so you see that it's a fortified city, so what was the question? Of course it's a walled city. And the Gemara, why? This is the reason why it was confusing. Mishum, the Chad Gisa Shura, the Yama. One of the fortifications of Tveria is it's a coastal city, and one of the walls is not really a wall; it's just open to the ocean, so you cannot just walk in there. So the Gemara says, so it's not a wall. It's not a walled city. What's the question? The Tanya it says by Arei but the Erachaima that it's Ashaloi Chaima. So the Ridarshan that a chayma v'loy shor it has to be a wall, not just a row of houses that are very tightly built together that resemble a wall. So you cannot fortify a city with its own buildings. Saviv, it says in the pasuk Saviv, Prat Tveria, it has to be a chayma Saviv, and not that it has a Prat Tveria sheyama chaymasa. So you see beferish that the Tveria is not considered a walled city. Everything Gemara fine. This puzzle that you just quoted me is talking about Batei Rechaim. So right, by Batei Rechaim, it's not a question. It's not considered a walled city. And this is the fact that but I do have a subject when it comes to Mikra Megillah. My pros and my mekafim. What is the qualification? What's the threshold for mukafin by what makes a city a present and what makes it a mukafin? The Chsivi Gav Mikra Megillah. That is said in Mikra Megillah. What is the qualification of these cities? Mishum Dahani Migli Vahani Loy Migli. Is it because the unwalled in the Megillah are revealed, and the Mukafin are not revealed. The Ha Nami Migli, and Tveri is also open. Just happens when you can't walk in there, but it's open. Aidilma Mishum Dahani Mignu, Bahani Loy Mignu, Bahani Nami Migna, Migne. And or is it because these are protected and these are not protected? And happens, and Tveri is also protected. Is it a din in a physical wall or is it a din in protection? Therefore, I don't know how to make the nafkamina. Again, by Bater Yerachim, I had a pasuk to tell me, but over here I don't know. I just have a svar. Where am I going to draw the line of what's to go to Yerachim and what's not? Ravasi called Megillah b'Hutzah b'Arbeisa b'Chamesa. Ravasi laying the Megillah in Hutzel on 14 and 15. He wasn't sure what the halacha is. Another version of that memra is that he just said it. He wasn't a safek. Amar Ravasi Hayel Hutzel the base. He said beferish that it's Mukafas Chaima from the time of the Shur Ben Nun. Okay, Mitzvah Shem tomorrow night. Thank you for joining.